just make sure this starts, and then I'll go into our review. Ball for free. Yeah, you got a ball for free, player. You ain't never ball for free. Sometimes it show that some of y'all ain't never ball for free. Y'all, some of y'all, when y'all first get money, you spend too much of it. That's how we be knowing you ain't never ball for free. Because y'all be getting it and going broke. I mean, I have too. Shoot, still do sometimes. Just gotta know how to get it back. And if it take you a long time to get it back, you ain't got no audience. All right, so branding. All right, so today, y'all, we talking about building your audience, but we're gonna start with branding, right? All right, so branding is you and your representation, okay? Somebody should need to put branding is me and my representation in the chat. If you missed this, I can't harp on it today, but you can go back and watch it from yesterday. It's me and my representation. Quick example of that. Matt from Mississippi. Listen, there's me, Matt. The people are from Mississippi. So I'm the representation of being from Mississippi to them. That's how we connect. You got Juice and Style, my fashion page, right? Listen, I'm Juice. They want style. Moms want to style their sons. They want to style their husbands. Listen, and then the guys who want to elevate their style, find great ways to wear multiple outfits, where to shop for it. Listen, over there, I'm Juice. They want the style. Listen, me in the representation. Over here, I'm Matt, CEO coach, right? I'm Matt, you the CEO. You get what I'm saying? I help you go from digital marketing to CEO in your business. I help you go from digital marketing to being a business owner. I help you go from being just a creator to thinking like a business owner. You get what I'm saying? And I help you CEO, which means I help you make decisions in your business, whether it's sales, development, or marketing, okay? Y'all get it? I'm the coach. I'm Matt. Y'all are the CEOs. So I'm a representation of y'all. So everybody has some representation, okay? Everybody has some representation. If it's just you and you, because we talking about building your audience today. So I'm gonna show y'all how these convert. If it's just you and you only talk about you, them people better like you a lot. Why? Because there's no representation. Because it can be a lot of you, but people see themselves in you. And guess what? Oh, so I'm the representation of them. You just may not have found out what it is yet. But if you ask that audience, they got a reason they follow you. Okay. So branding is you and your representation. Now, speaking to that, you got to know your pain point of your people. You get what I'm saying? You got to know the pain point of your people. This fits in your brain. You got pain point, you got the bridge, and you got results. I'm gonna break down what the bridge is, but you got pain points, bridge, results. People already know they pain. That's why pain fits so good in your what hooks, and your hooks are your content. People know what's wrong. If you like, I don't know what a pain point is. Listen, what's wrong? But between you and your representation, what's the thing y'all all got in common that y'all dislike? What's the thing y'all all got in common that don't work out for y'all? What's the thing y'all all got in common that you just despise? Okay, that is the pain point. You get what I'm saying? Trina's in here. She do budgeting. Her and her representation, right? All her people, what they got in common? They all need to save more money to make their lives better. This so good right here. You get what I'm saying? You got Dean in here. Guess what? What does Dean and his audience have in common? They all want to develop skills that help them to be able to make extra living or make a new living. You get what I'm saying? When it comes to money for their families. You get what I'm saying? So Dean specializes in skills. All of his people, what? Lack a skill set. They want to do something, but they don't know what to do with their skill set, or they don't know what skill sets they have, or they don't know where to find new skill sets. Come on, somebody. Listen, it seemed like I'm walking the dog early. I at least got him on the leash. Okay. So you got to know the pain point. You also got to know the result. What is the result of what you provide from that pain point? Okay. Somebody need to write that down. Somebody need to put that in the chat. What is the result that you give from the pain point? I know what's wrong, but when I find you, I even know what I want for the result. The bridge is what we do though. But you got to be able to verbally speak that result. Because some of y'all, you just go to the bridge. The bridge is your product. But even before we get there, if you know the pain point, you got to know the result. What is the result of the pain point? You get what I'm saying? From what you finna give me, what is that? You got to be able to just speak to that because them people want to be able to speak that. LaDonna's in here. You get what I'm saying? She helped moms have faith in themselves again. You get what I'm saying? That she helped them focus on themselves. So we know the pain point is that the women, they may have lost themselves in being moms. You get what I'm saying? We know the result is you want to feel like you that girl again. So now she has a bunch of different products, a bunch of different services, a bunch of different pieces of content she can put in between them. Because all she doing is she taking you from the pain point, which you already know, to the result that you already know that you got. All people have a desire already. We have a desire already. We talk about our pain points most, but we chase our desires. You get what I'm saying? People every day are chasing their desires, something you're learning to do or you have learned to do. Okay? Something you're learning to do or you have learned to do. Them people want to know how to do that. You think it's overcomplicated because all you look at is the money. Come on, somebody. All you look at is the money. So you just trying to figure out in your mind, you got to print the money. You don't really understand the concept. Thank you, Ashley, of getting money. I told y'all, we got the dog on the leash already. You don't understand the concept of getting money. That's why when we tell you to go get some money, the formula don't come in your mind. When you tell me to go get some money, the first thing I think of is a people. Because money is with people. Come on, somebody. Where people at, there's money. Does it go beyond that? Yes, but we ain't there yet. Does it go beyond that? Yes, but if people got money, I'm finna sell them something. You get what I'm saying? So if I know people are hungry, what I finna sell them? Food. Come on, somebody. You want to make some money? What we need to do? Well, what these people around here do, man? Well, folk be hungry. I'm gonna sell them some food. Okay, if people live at a distance, they need and they got to get somewhere. What I finna sell? I sell transportation. You get what I'm saying? It's all based on the listen, pain points, result. Did I deliver them the result? Y'all understand? Did I deliver them the result that they wanted? So you got to understand that. Now, like I say, your products and your brand are steps, need to knows, and whys. Even your content is a product. This is just getting real deep now. Even your content is a product because you can get paid from your content, which is called monetization. Then you can have a product that you're selling. You can have a digital product that you're selling. You can have an affiliate product that you also making money from. So no matter what, everything that you do needs to be based in your steps, need to knows, or whys. Steps, need to knows, or whys. Your first product, if you like, I ain't got a product for my niche or my brand yet. What's the steps to being able to get that result? Oh, coach, I ain't think about that. That's what you pay me for. Okay, what are the need to knows? You need to know this. People sell a 20, 30, 40, sometimes 100, sometimes $500 of need to know information. It's all depending on how you package it. The why. Some people will invest in the why because that's where the motivation lies. That's where the inspiration lies. You get what I'm saying? Is the why. Why do I need to do this? I need you to remind me why. I want you to tell me what my why is. You get what I'm saying? So no matter what, on each level, entertainment, education, your steps, your need to knows, and your whys are your easiest bridges, okay? Your easiest bridges between the pain point and the result, okay? So that's the epicenter of your brand. Your products speak to the goal. Make sure whatever product you make or you have is speak to the goal. So once again, for all of my digital marketers in here, my people, especially if you're a base digital marketer, you're a baby digital marketer, one of your biggest problems is you think the product make the money. When it's hottest, it will. But the problem is you won't keep making that money. We talking real good. The problem is you won't keep making the money. You get what I'm saying? And probably the way you selling it ain't that anyway. Because yeah, BPU is great, but they don't know what that is. Now it's going to take you more time because you got to explain it. When what you should have told me, you should have picked a module like, hey, problem. Listen, your content is not only just not going viral, most of us not going viral, but nobody can find you. It's because you're not searchable. And because you're not searchable, you don't understand searchability when you're doing your content. See how I'm stating that problem? Now, what I did was I got inside of BPU How to Sell. I went to the searchability module, I studied it, and it taught me how to use my captions, my hashtags, my words on the screen. Listen, the words that I'm speaking in the video. And now, even if I'm not viral, I'm searchable. You see that result right there? You see what's happening? So you should be able to literally make videos just based off of that. Just based off of that alone, off of what you have. You get what I'm saying? I'm not selling the whole DBA because I got to always explain it. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell people, hey, listen, I learned how to do this business. I learned how to do this business. This other streams of income. I needed something that gave me a lot of information at one time. And guess what I did? I got in here, I studied it, and then I started using it. You get what I'm saying? So this is a journey point of view versus an expert point of view. You don't have to already have it to sell it. You can tell people to come join you on the journey. If I'm working on my emails and then I'm like, okay, they like, oh, where you get this from? Where you learning from? Boom, boom. Man, you ain't got BPU how to sell that teach you how to do your emails? Nah, man, well, that's how I do the whole thing, man. It walked me down with who my customer is and how to talk to them, the difference in between a nurture email and a promote email. Yeah, but listen. So what you use for your email? Where you learn your emails at? Oh, you ain't learned it yet? Listen, I got you. You see what's happening? So you can be live and you can be doing it. You can be live and you can be working on it. I don't have to show you the product. I need to be showing you a pain point, which is a problem, and then I need to be telling you about a result. That's why I can watch. I really can't watch because I can't stand it. When y'all sit on live and all y'all do is talk about a product all day, you is free promotion, which is cool for us who made the products. You get what I'm saying? Because that's why people will see you and then they'll buy from somebody else because you think you adding value and that's how you get money, but it's not. That person won't even remember you and they don't follow you. And if they do, they will follow you because they are a peer and not because they see you as a resource. Okay? So we got to fix that, right? All right, now everybody put audience in the chat. Shout out to B. Thank you for modding so appropriately. Naya, all y'all tapping the screen. We at 12.2K likes. Keep tapping and make sure if you like, girl, I got somebody who I need to help you. You need to share it to them and send them that message. Share it to them and send them that message. Now your audience. So once you have your brand established, meaning you can say who your brand is in a sentence. You get what I'm saying? Meaning we call it elevator pitches. We work on this in Beat Life a lot. Next month, we work on it literally kind of every week. Because April, I tell people to go out and network. So listen, I can tell people, hey, my name is Matt. I'm a CEO coach, which is nothing more than a business coach that focuses on the business owner. I specialize in sales, development, and marketing, and I help people, here's a pain point, make better decisions in their business that helps them make money for their purpose. You see that? Small paragraph the way I can describe it. Whole different business. You get what I'm saying? Listen, what's up, y'all? My name Matt, and listen, I'm Matt from Mississippi on TikTok. Listen, what I do is I help people see that it's cool to be from Mississippi, even though we the worst ranked state in the country. Man, we got some of the best everything, and I make sure that I let that be known. And we got gear for your representation. You see what's happening? Whole different brand. Listen, y'all, what's up? My name is Matt. They also call me Juice. So guess what? I'm Matt from Juice and Style. I help moms to be able to style their sons out of their jogger era. And I also help them to influence their husbands to be able to wear a great street/casual look. I'm always helping my guys to elevate their fashion out of just a t-shirt and jeans. That's what I do. Y'all see how I can speak? Every brand, every page I got, I know my brand. Every page I got, I know my brand. Okay? Every page I got, I know my brand. And if I know my brand and I understand my brand, no platform controls me, no product controls me. I can take it anywhere. When you know your brand, you can take that thing anywhere. Okay? You can take it anywhere you want to take it to. You get what I'm saying? All right. Now, having those brands, right? You got to establish an audience. So I want to break this down as practical as I can for y'all, okay? as practical as I can for y'all. So the number one thing in building your audience, because we're gonna talk about building it, right? We talked about mindset in the beginning. So in building your audience, the number one thing you got to get is exposure. Somebody put that in the chat. Number one is exposure. You got to get exposure. Now, not all platforms are the greatest for exposure. Some of them are better for resumes than exposure. Like on IG, right? You can get exposure, especially if you work with us. So Dage, right? I help Dage get mass exposure on Instagram. She's now helping a lot of people get mass exposure on IG. Ursula helps people get mass exposure on IG. So even if we don't specialize in it, we can still get it for you. So exposure, meaning being able to get found by the right people. Reels and videos now have been made to be pushed for exposure because every platform pushes your video to people, more people who do not follow you than people who follow you. Y'all follow me? On every platform, the videos are for you. We taking this video, we sending this to majority people who don't know you, okay? We sending this to majority people who do not know you. So you got to make sure that you ready for that, okay? Now somebody may be saying, okay, Matt, how do I get ready for that? Because that's exposure. Now, well, let me say this. TikTok obviously is the best platform for exposure because its whole system is built off FYP, showing you the people who don't follow you already. You get what I'm saying? That's why your analytics can look kind of funny. You got to take them with a grain of salt. Okay. So number one is exposure. I got to get exposed. Number one is exposure. I got to get exposed. Now with every single one of these, I'm gonna give y'all a big gem with it. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe it's even like an instruction. To get the exposure, you gotta understand I gotta post. Because no posts, somebody put this in the chat, no exposure. You disqualified yourself. It's easier for me to fix what you posting than no posting. No post, no exposure. So when you say I don't post, you're disqualified. The conversation is over. There's no point in me talking to you. Because that's like saying, that's like coming to me saying, man, coach, I don't get no playing time. Okay. Well, y'all had a game Friday. Did you go? No. So how was coach supposed to put you in if you didn't go to the game? We ain't even got to talk about practice yet. You didn't even go to the game. Of course you didn't play. You know what I'm saying? Conversation was instantly over. Okay. So number one is exposure. Okay. Now, if you are posting, you're being sent out to people who do not know you. Okay. You're being sent out to people who do not know you. So this is the next most important part to building an audience. It's your hooks. So somebody put hooks. It's your hooks. The reason why your hooks is the second most important thing to building your audience is because people got to know you talking to them. The hook is the part of your video. You got visual hooks because some videos are nonverbal. Then you got verbal hooks, is what you said in the beginning of the video. You get what I'm saying? And then you got hooks that have personas with them. Okay? So I'm going to give y'all an example of a bad hook and a good hook. Base digital marketer. Hey, Chastity. Listen, base digital marketer, listen. You want to quit your 9-to-5 job? Horrible hook. Even in just that short. You want to quit your 9-to-5 job? You tired of working every day and listen, because what you don't understand is as much as you've seen that work for some really great sellers, to a person who have never been exposed to digital marketing, you sound crazy. To a person who not broke, you sound crazy. To a person who got a good job, you sound crazy. And just because I got a good job, just because I'm not broke, don't mean that I don't want to learn another skill. Don't mean I don't want to learn other streams of income. Don't mean that I don't, that makes sense, y'all? Put a 100 in the chat if you like, wait a minute, that make a lot of sense. So you cutting off your audience from gate. because now you're building an audience of poor people. Listen, I'm talking to y'all. You're building an audience of poor people. You're building an audience of people who make and buy the product, but don't even got money to do the business that you told them to go learn. You sold people a course that got extra streams of income in it. And these people don't even know how to manage their money. I want you to think about that. Not that you won't have some diamonds in the rough from that, but you're now creating a 1% industry. 1% industries are, if it's 100 people, only one of them 100 people go be able to accomplish it. So what you're doing wrong in your audience is you're shrinking yourself. Because now if you only one for every 100, that means if you see 1,000 people in a day, you can only get 10 sales, maybe. So think about, even when you saw that work from a sales professional standpoint, I would have fired you. If you saw 1,000 people, let me make sure y'all understand this. When I was a sales executive, if you saw 1,000 people a day and you only sold 10 phones, I fired you. Maybe not that day, but I was planning you to be gone. Because you come on. 1%. But you did that because all of your marketing, instead of going with a pain point that was more realistic, that could eliminate that, you went with the bottom line of people. The people who are most ambitious are most desperate. And the ambitious people figured it out. But that's why it's only 1% of us that make money from digital products. And that's why all the rest of the people are just on live talking about it. And that's why the other people in your life are also the same people who got the same product you got. Because you didn't draw in nobody who don't got it. Same thing y'all do in your names. In your audience, if in your name it say digital marketing or digital products, what you have accidentally done is told TikTok, IG, told every platform to send this to them, because we don't know no other people to send it to. What you did was you described your product as something that we cannot find in Walmart. Everything fits on an aisle based on based on its likeness, right? Hey, Erica. So where does digital products fit in Walmart? Somebody tell me. And if you say the electronic section, that ain't gonna get sold, because let me tell you something, that don't do nothing. You can't say books. Well, you could say books, but you now in a section where more physical books are sold than ebook. You know why I would want my digital product to fit? If I'm a chef, I want my digital product in the cooking section. Matter of fact, I want a product on every aisle, because because listen, this would, instead of telling you, hey, you can quit I can cook. So what I'm gonna do is, on the pasta aisle is my product of how to cook pasta. On the rice aisle is my product of 15 different meals that you can make for rice for you and them kids. Y'all following me? On the snack aisle is my we don't eat plain snacks. Here are 30 ways to make cool snacks from the snacks you already buy. Y'all follow, y'all see what's happening? And my brand is about the result. My brand is about the niche. Y'all understand me? So your username needs to be more regular, like just your name. It needs to describe what you do. So like my AI person who I teach y'all about, Tasha. Tasha, yes, sells digital products, but on the street, she can't say that. Nobody would know what she's talking about. And she's not going to build an audience. So Tasha, instead, her name is Coupon and Savings Mom. You understand what I'm saying? Her first 3 products, even her freebie, teaches you different things about being a mom. So she has a how to cook for multiple kids mom ebook. You see what's happening? She's selling the ebook and you selling the ebook, but you called yours the ebook. She called hers what her audience will understand. Because if I'm a mom who got multiple kids, I just need to know how to cook for them. You see what's happening? Said get free stuff is bad. I don't know what you talk. Oh, you talking about your name? Most definitely. You need to look all of our names. If you notice, everybody in here who beat life or who been around a long time, all our names say our name first. Because if you are building a personal brand, not a digital marketing, if you're building a personal brand, the first thing we want to know is your name. You get what I'm saying? So like Alyssa's name is close to right. It just don't tell us what she do or who she represents afterwards. Some of y'all missed that part with the branding. But to build your audience, yeah, but be you a brand. So if you can get your brand big enough, you can just have your name. Y'all follow me? But that be that when I be telling y'all, like when people say, I am the niche. No, you're not. You don't post enough to be the niche. Don't nobody even like you enough for you to be the niche. That's like saying I could be Keith Lee, who has a niche, which is not even his real niche. That's one he picked up because he did not become who he was from food reviews. He went bigger when he started reviewing food. Does that make sense, y'all? That's like you saying I'm Dwayne The Rock Johnson. But even we know what he does. So in building your audience, y'all, I don't know why I should follow you if that's not in your content, that's not in your bio, that's not in your name. So from your brand to building your audience, you have to connect with me, which is why number one is exposure. Number two is hooks. To build your audience, you got to get exposure. You got to have hooks. And number three is in building your audience, I'm gonna break this down because sometimes y'all get this confused or y'all don't know what this really means, but you got to be consistent. Number three is consistency or being consistent. But here's what I mean. In being consistent and having consistency, you have to give us the same thing. We need the same thing. That means you can't always be changing products. You can't always be changing stories. Somebody say, Matt, make that make sense. Risa Tisa was already Risa Tisa. How did we all find out about her? She told the same story for 50 videos straight. That's it. That's it. She literally built the audience. How did Risa Tisa build her audience? She told the same story. Now, Risa Tisa would have been one day telling her story, then one day over there cooking, then one day over there doing this. Cooking with Kaya. How did Cooking with Kaya build her audience? She cooked with Kaya every day. You see what's happening? Every single day. That's all I'm gonna give you, because that's what I want. I want people who want to see a young girl over here cooking. So that's what she did. She cooked every day. Or at least she made it look like that, which is what we teach you in content. Because you think we did it every day. We might have did it. I might have did that video. I did all that Sunday. I just changed clothes. If I did that, they break these videos up. Keith Lee reviewed some food every day. So he became a food critic. Even when he was like, I'm not a food critic, which was I was always like, bro, you chose to niche a food critic, bro. At this point, you're a food critic, bro, because you criticizing food. You know what I'm saying? You telling us if you like it or not. You're rating it. You know what I'm saying? You're a food critic now today. Y'all get what I'm saying? Everybody who has an audience which attaches to their brand, we know what they do. And on top of knowing what they do, here's the other thing in building your audience. Here's number 4. You gotta, in one way or another, especially if you're building a personal brand, this goes beyond personal brand, but if you're building a personal brand, which is what most of y'all have, you gotta, thank you, Talana, you gotta have a personality, aka persona. Because this also helps us know who you are for. Who is this for though? You get what I'm saying? Your audience has to have a thing that they like about you. If there's nothing special about you, it's because you didn't give us something. You didn't tell us nothing. There's nothing special about you. Nothing. Nothing. It's about Brittany. Nothing really. If they say, I don't know, you're in a bad boat. All of us, you know what's special about us. You know, B, when it comes to budgeting, you know she is extremely aggressive and she's extremely consistent. So people liked that out of all the budget people we knew, you knew when days when she was showing up every day, you knew you could find her every day, and you knew cash stuffing was on Friday. So if you wanted to watch somebody have the result of the pain point that you had, you could go over there Friday and watch it. So she wasn't just talking about budgeting, she always showed it. Monday through Thursday, when she started, Monday through Thursday, she broke down budgets. Every day, she broke down a budget. That's all she did. She broke down a budget every day, Monday through Thursday. Friday, she took the money that she made and she cash stuffed it. So people literally was like, I know I can do this. Because even if I only made it on Tuesday, she was breaking down the budget. Every Friday, no matter what, she was breaking it down. And while that's what you were seeing, what she was saying was, you got to get for real about she was motivating people to get for real about their money. She was motivating people to get right about their money. And you knew the goal. She never changed the goal. The goal was their goal, what? To save money. And when everybody was like, how do I start? You do the same thing she's doing. You literally could do the same thing and you could buy the same thing she had. You went and you broke down your budget. And then when you got paid, you cash stuffed it. Put it in your categories. Some of y'all, I haven't seen you show me what you sell yet. I ain't seen you show me what you sell yet. I don't know what that thingamajig is you said. I ain't seen it yet. And just to let y'all know, you gotta remember, I created some of these courses. Showing it to me on a screen ain't enough unless you real convinced. Because even when you show it to me, what does that do though? Showing me of a course manuscript. Yeah, but what does that do? What did that thingamajig do? And then you confusing me because you're showing me too much. You should just show me one. Because I don't know how to do that. So if you would have started with one, now I got the picture of what I need to do in my head. That's why great sellers never really had to show. You get what I'm saying? I've been following Dean in for a long time. You know, not that he haven't, but I ain't never seen Dean show me nothing. Then you got legacy builders, huh? I ain't never seen him show. Man, none of the people who got legacy builders, I ain't never seen them show. But you knew exactly what the process was, even if you ain't have it. You knew what the process was, and you knew what the results was. Because what they did was they made sure you understood, hey, here's your problem. Here's how we get to this result. You have to be able to do that for your product. If you selling somebody else's product, and you got to know how to do that to speak to your audience, okay? So I'm gonna go through these again. In building your audience, you have to get exposure. She said, and I promote business in a box opportunity versus selling program name. Yes, yes. This is one of the top tricks in the market. Listen, get that thing its own name. Do not, because once again, how you avoid the product hot or the product ain't hot no more and I lose all my audience, which sometimes still just happens. You get what I'm saying? If you don't tell them what it's called, you just tell them what the result is. That's what they bought. So I'm teaching the budget framework over and over again. Yes, but all you got to do is when you are speaking to it, and this is number 5, to build your audience, you have to have the correct message. So you gotta, let me tell y'all what some of y'all suffer from. And this is why you need to be in Beat Life. This is why you need to get coached by Matt Bundy. Some of y'all have never talked about your business. And it shows. Because your messaging don't get better. Your messaging gets better when you talk to people about it every day. Because you get frustrated with your lack of ability to explain it from your perspective. So how you get better is you get better at explaining it the way they can understand it. You see what I'm saying? So Teresa said, I need help. Well, come on, sit down then, Teresa. Pull your notepad out. You ain't taking notes? Where you at? We helping you already. I said, rename DBA. No, just put it in a bundle. Put it in a bundle and call it the result that you want to give it to people. Once again, messaging. What is the message of what you saying and what you selling? Because we really buy the message. You understand what I'm saying? We really buy the message. Okay, for instance, majority of y'all who are here now, the reason why you bought me to being your coach is to fulfill the needs or desires of you having a coach. You didn't do it just because. None of y'all did. Because you're not going to pay that amount of money. You get what I'm saying? For no just because. Y'all all got a reason. And I saw the problem for y'all, even if it's a feeling. Because sometimes I will say to y'all, listen, just like I just told y'all, you don't have nobody to talk to about your business, right? The first thing that you do when you get in Beat Life is we put you in a group chat where everybody talk about their business. And we will talk about your business for a whole day. You just got to ask the right question. And today's your day. Won't we, y'all? Today, y'all. Piney being there, the SEO coach, she telling you SEO. B telling you need a budget. Credit Bay telling you how you can work your credit. You get what I'm saying? Amanda telling you how what you do can get you a brand deal. You get what I'm saying? Stash in there telling you how to do what you do on TikTok. It's real community, not just a bunch of people in there who do the same thing. I don't even like that because I don't want to. I don't even like the neighborhoods where everybody house on the block look alike. Because if you come in to rob Tommy, how you know the difference between my house and his house? And then that's like having an apartment complex of everybody who work at the chicken plant. So when all the people at the chicken plant get laid off, ain't nobody going to be paying their rent. That's what it's like when which don't get it twisted. Some rooms are necessary. It's just that can't be the only room you in. So the thing that y'all don't always develop from your business, you can't be a candle girly and you only hang out with all candle girls. Now you do need to be over there because you need the information. But even in that room, you got to have some people who she sells it this way, she sells it that way, her brand work that way, her brand work that way. You need to see differences because that's the only way you understand markets. No street, when you drive down it, has all McDonald's. So we can't all say we all got a McDonald's and we all put them on the same street. It's stupid. Of course, and none of us ain't gonna get no money. McDonald's don't have everything Burger King don't do everything McDonald's do. So if we're on the four corners, you get what I'm saying? Each one of them joints got their own what? Personality. They got their own message. Burger King say, we're not just selling you a burger. It's the fact that it's flame broiled. You get what I'm saying? Our burger's different. And we're using a sesame seed bun for everything. We ain't got no bun without no seeds on it. You follow me? You get what I'm saying? Listen, Wendy's advertises that it's not exactly about the burger. You get what I'm saying? You even got Arby's, which is a burger joint that don't sell hamburgers. Hey, how about that? And y'all be talking about I'm trying to see how the way they doing it. You got to be on the script. I sell fries as Arby's because everybody got fries. But it ain't even because everybody got fries, it's because everybody bought fries. Ooh. Because y'all don't be understanding the difference. Because I don't want what everybody got just because they got it. Selling it if you tell me that's what it got to come with. So for instance, if bundles work, I'm gonna put it in a bundle. Y'all, some of y'all wasn't around for this, but y'all do understand. I created BPU to give y'all a course because that's what y'all were buying. And that's why the first got doggone modules was classes because that's what I do. I'd rather teach a class because I want to engage. I want to see growth because I'm a coach. I'm not a seller. A seller, their job, once it's sold, they good. They best thing they can do is produce a great sale, which means it's a sale that stick, but they're not tied to the results. So I'm not tripping off of that. That's a seller. I'm a coach. You got to actually win some games over here for me to be worth something. Y'all understand? Y'all get it? So whatever you do, you got it. Once again, you got to know what the result of it is, and your message got to follow. So you got to know I'm on the street with the people, but my messaging is different. Arby's message is different than Wendy's. Wendy's message is different than Sonic. Sonic message is different than McDonald's. McDonald's message is different than McDonald's message is different than Burger King. Each one of them is different. Just like we forget that McDonald's food is not even good. It's fast. That's the whole thing of how fast it was. Some of y'all need to go watch Founders, the documentary on them. It never had to be that. We don't have to taste better than them. People keep coming here for the service. It's fast. It's cheap. She said, well, fries are good. Them joints not even real fries. I mean, now you can be like, oh, they're my favorite. But when we think about it, them joints, I mean, it's not real. You know what I'm saying? You technically, especially nowadays, you technically eating plastic and you know it. When I eat a McDonald's fry, which I should never do, but I'm still working on myself, I'm gonna be knowing I'm eating plastic. I say it to myself every time. They plastic. This is plastic. You don't taste like plastic. Because if you eat a potato in a fry, in a McDonald's fry, they don't taste alike. Y'all ain't ever thought about that? Go cut up you a potato into some fries, season it however you want to season it. You go understand, you go then say to yourself, this ain't real fry. But point being to the marketing, it's fast, it's convenient. Ba, 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 I'm loving it. We can give you a good taste real quick. Yep, she said I saw they made Pringles last night, no potatoes. Mm-hmm. You go eat potatoes and then eat the stuff that we think is supposed to be potatoes, you gonna notice it. Like, this not the same thing. It don't matter how you spice it up. The chicken is chicken. But when you eat a chicken nugget, go take you a bite of some chicken. You gonna realize that ain't chicken. Even with the steroids in it, that ain't chicken. Said just like fast track coaches. Right. Come on. Say it again. Essence. Fast track coaches. When you come over here to a coach and you go over there, you be like, they really ain't coaching. Some of them selling. And you ain't never seen them coach a day in their life. Some of y'all favorite coaches, we ain't never seen coach. And y'all don't know what they did before this. That's what's messing you up. You should have, you listen. Y'all better learn to Google some of these folks. Talking about I'm a 7-figure coach. That do what? What does 7 figures came from? From telling people I made 6 figures. Why? Why? Then you wonder why the only thing in there is telling you to go do that same thing. You like, well, now how I do it? Tell them you make 6 figures. When did you make 5? When did you make 5? When I told you I made 6. What? When did you make 4? When I told you I made 5. Hey, listen. Right. Just tell them you made 6 figures. Listen. That's why you got more screenshots than these. You got a lot more screenshots than you do these. And you be like, that's my coach. I ain't never seen them coach though. Then you gotta understand Because y'all be thinking other people won't be in on it. Some people want the money so bad, they will scam with the scammers. Some of y'all in here right now, you saying it to yourself. Oh, is that what I got to do to get the money? And that's why, and them people, you can't never be around. Because them people, even if you give them the money, they still broke. Because they'll do anything to get it. But do rob with other people. So y'all be acting like ain't nobody really doing that out here. You ain't never heard of a politician. Because baby, they will be in on the lie together. Will not agree with the that the other one told, but they ain't finna tell you they lied. Not until it's time to tell you they lied. On my turn, he lied. This is what we're gonna do. You, you ain't never seen politics, hey. Cause once you get in, you ain't gotta do what you told them folk you go do. Why? Cause they forget anyway. Y'all feel me? So listen, but in building your audience, you can't do that. Well, I take it back. You can do that and build an audience, but you know what's gonna happen? Your business will not last. So the thing you gotta consider in getting your exposure, in having your hooks, and being consistent in your content, in having personality, and in giving a message, you gotta make sure that you understand. I gotta build this to where it can last, and I gotta build this to where it can scale. You get what I'm saying? Because all that it takes is for the game to change hard enough. And now you don't have no credibility. Or now, shoot, you might owe people too much money. Or you ain't developed no skill to do nothing else. Because you only leaned into the trend or the wave or the fad. And you gotta know this happens all the time. Okay? So it is about, once again, when we go back to the branding part, you in the representation, but you have to go build it. I do want to give y'all this nugget before I answer questions, and I'm gonna get Amanda's testimony today, because we were talking yesterday, but I really wanted to give her testimony, and she's steady selling. So I'm gonna talk with her for a little minute for the last. Who I need to do that right now because it's 3:14. But my last piece is tonight's class in Beat Life. So a lot of y'all need to go get the Coach by Matt Bonda. You need to come to class tonight because this just previews. This ain't even me coaching, it's me teaching. Ooh, that's good, ain't it? Me coaching is when I talk to you directly about your business. So if you lack that, remember I said pain point result. If you lack people talking to you directly about your business and you knowing what to do in your business, you need a coach. Tom Brady, greatest quarterback ever lived, had a coach. Okay? Michael Vick had a coach. She said, can I bundle Beat Life? Beat Life is in the bundle. You get what I'm saying? Previews with sauce. Ooh, essence, you hitting today. So this is teaching. I use great teaching to give you the opportunity for me to coach you. Okay? So I use great teaching to give you the opportunity for me to coach you. But this ain't coaching. So some of them that can get y'all too. This previews my ability to coach you. Because you like, I know the dude got knowledge. I know he got great gems. I know he passionate about his people. But if I ain't never did that directly for you yet, I ain't your coach. I just keep letting you speak it into existence. That shouldn't be that funny, but it is. Listen, I don't trip on you. Only one time a year do I trip on y'all. You said with your coaching, is it personalized? Well, yeah, that's pretty much what I just said. Because I'm a business coach. I'm not a coach of a certain industry. Coaches of a certain industry, they can still personalize it too. But a business coach meaning if you got business, I can help it grow. Sales, development, and marketing. I'm helping you in one of the three, if not all three. Okay? That's pretty much how that goes. Okay. So this is good. So when you get the Coach by Matt Bonda, you get me, you get a one-on-one with me, you get my Business Pro worksheet that teaches you how to become a CEO of your business. It goes through routine, goals, time management. You get a class every Tuesday where we have our business class and calls every Tuesday, and it ain't no bunch of testimonies. I'm really in there teaching. I'm really in there answering questions. We don't FOMO y'all with a bunch of testimonies telling you you need to be making money like these $200,000 a month people. No, I don't even let them do that to y'all because You need to make $10 first, because some of y'all ain't made $10. I need to grow your confidence. I need you to make $100. You get what I'm saying? And I won't let you trip to my I ain't made no money. You made $100. You needed $100 the other day. Now you over here acting sedity because you talking about you made $100 and you talking about you. That's some of y'all problem now. You still trying to make 10K. Make $10. Then duplicate that. Keep doing that. You still trying to make 10K. But you too big to make $10. And then you're gonna need $10. Calling your mama and them borrowing in the can on. Let me borrow $10 to tomorrow. At work. Time to put 10 on 2. Yeah, I'm trying to get you to forget how much gas you put in there. How much you want on there? Just fill it up. You listen, this trying to help you. I'm trying to get you from 10 on 2 to how much you putting on there. Just fill it up. Just put the card up there. And I ain't talking about that bad boy going into overdraft. I'm talking about I know that much in there. I know that much in there. I know I got more than 50. I know I got more than 50. So I know that much. You might have to check it. Yeah, okay. But I know I got more than 50. She said, man from Mississippi is my coach. She said, I know I got more than 50. I'm just saying. Y'all be running around these folks that want to lie to y'all, sell y'all a dream. Listen, over here, they're real life business. You get what I'm saying? They're real life business. Shoot, I remember them put 5 on pump 3. You hear me? Thank you, Kiana. That be the thing is, these folks been 6-figure, 7-figure coaches. They whole life. They were born 7-figure coaches. Don't get to asking me. You know what I'm saying? I come from taking a cup, going to the corn machine, putting that joint in there, letting that joint give me $12, and then I finna go down here and I finna get a hot and spicy for $1. I finna get a Mac double when it was $1.25. You get what I'm saying? We ain't finna eat them fried because they plastic anyway. But I got a hot and spicy, I got a Mac double, and I got a water cup. And I'm finna eat it right there because I'm finna drink Hi-C until the meal gone, until I'm full. You get what I'm saying? That's gonna cost me about $3 with after tax. You get what I'm saying? And get what? Put 7 on 4. And now I can get 2 in from work. 5 only get you to work. You got to get 5 more to get back home. 7 for some reason. I don't know why gas math like that. Some of y'all done been there. Be real. 7 get you 2 and from. I don't know why I wasn't 10. But 7, you put 7 on there back and look. Back in 2010, you put 7 on that bad boy, you can get damn back. Now gas way higher than it used to be. I ain't tried that in a long time. Now, I don't go nowhere. I go live. I ain't got no gas money. What you finna do? Go live? Why you going live? I finna go teach. See who need a coach. You get what I'm saying? It just now, a lot more money at each person. But back when I started, when it was just $50 one-on-one, get what it was. What? Shoot, I'm finna go live. Shoot. And I would get what I would do one-on-ones from 8 to 3 o'clock till time to go get my kids. I go get my kids, then I go live. Early in the morning, go live. Whenever it was. Now I teach y'all to be better than that nowadays. So he said, oh, wait, fill up the tank with 20. Come on. You had 20 in it? Listen, Sure Fun Savage, you can catch me. When you filled up your gas tank back then, you played music different when you left out of there. When you only got 5 in the tank, you turn the music down like it go take up more gas. Probably because you trying to hear your car, to hear if it jump a little bit, because that one you know you're running out of gas. And you got to stop pressing on the brakes, because brakes run your gas up. So you got to slow roll through the stops, through the light real quick. You hurry up, jump out some. Because if I stop this bad boy completely, the car will turn off. Then I'm going to be pushing. But if I can hit this real quick, let everybody go, I'm all out the window. Listen, then you kick that gas a little bit. You don't hit no brakes, roll into the pump. Bam, made it. Hey, folks be acting like that. I appreciate my money. You hear me? Shoot, that's why I tell you, that's why I got all these budget people over here. Somebody said the other day, say, man, you got like 9 budget people in your community because we're trying to keep this money. Y'all out here following coaches that spend the money. Y'all be watching me get it. It's a difference. Y'all be signing with people who spent the money you gave. All I done ever showed y'all was the money I put back into y'all. Right, y'all, we got them tickets. Let's do another event. And get another event. We just did an event. I was over here yesterday debating with y'all how we would go do the next. Y'all over there, folks, listen. Because you want to know why? Because over there, you pay them when they get rich. Over here, you pay me to get rich. Because I need a different resume. Because I ain't never seen I'm a 7-figure coach get you nowhere. Besides scamming. You know what I'm saying? But now I walk in, whether it's a job or whether it's another business, and I say I made 20 millionaires, get what? Hi. Why? Shoot, he made 20 millionaires. The boy got to be able to do something. The boy knows something. But yes, we got to celebrate somebody. Somebody just jumped in. But speaking of events, I know I'm transitioning hard. I know y'all like, man, God dog, you turn that curve hard. Well, we got to talk about gas prices for 15 minutes. We got to talk about gas prices for 15 minutes. Hey, man, y'all give it up for Dean. Dean is now Beat Life official. Listen. Okay, that's Naomi. Listen, we growing, family. We growing. We growing. I told y'all the other day, I be looking for work. I said, I wake up in the morning and say, I need somebody business to help. Maybe that's why I'm like this, because I'm country. I be looking for work. But listen, y'all. Okay, so y'all been asking about these events, and y'all know how y'all been seeing the content event from the weekend, right? Y'all been seeing the content event from the weekend. Dean, message me on IG so I can add you to the group text. Make sure you click the Going Mighty Networks, because that's where the link is for class tonight. You'll see it in the group text too. That's why we put all y'all in the group text first. But we just finished the Dallas March Madness marketing event, 2-day event. April 12th, we gonna be in Houston. We turned that from a networking event to another content day. So I got private sessions that's available. Y'all, you got to DM me for it. I didn't make a link for it, but you DM me. Listen, you gonna pay $1,000. I don't know. I can tell you that right now. you go pay $1,000, but you go have a lot of content. And Amanda can describe to y'all what the experience is like. Oh yeah, Orlando is the 26th, and then we hitting Austin on the 10th. But we need to grow Austin. If we don't grow Austin, we might go to the DMV. Y'all gotta act right. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, I won't be out here just spending money. But Amanda, and shout out to Amanda, y'all, because Amanda is the top Coach by Matt bundle seller. Side note, Eb, that's what I was trying to tell you earlier. That if any of them people buy the Coach by Matt bundle, I pay you $200. Amanda is my testimony to that. But Amanda, listen, y'all, Amanda came all the way down from the DMV, inspired the mommies, and she was able to come and have a content weekend with us. So tell them about your experience. Give them all of how you loved it and all of that.
Well, first off, like off the bat, I'm gonna say this was a reminder, y'all, that when you move, God moves too. That's all I'm gonna say. Because one of the things that I remember Coach you say, you need to let other moms know that you need to get out of the house. Like it's so much more out there. And it's one thing when you are in Beat Life and we come together. I've been in Beat Life since October. And yes, I get to know people, I build relationships with everybody, but it is so different in person because y'all, we connect with all the ladies. Like we connected on a totally different level, and the teaching is different in person. So I got a new, like, just my confidence increased, my understanding of me as a creator, as a business owner. I have a better understanding of that. It was my first time in Texas, my first time in Dallas, so I had a great experience. But it's just like the whole growth and the blow up because honestly, I realize how much I've grown since I've been in meet like that. And I think this is a lot of as you're talking to things like I understand it so much better. But even as my own content, I probably wouldn't have done that. Coach had us on the side of the road near the train station creating content for hours. And there was all these people watching us, walking by, just looking at us. And I think 6 months ago, I probably would have been shy, would have been like, yeah, not doing that. But we just got out there and we did it. It was like a care. So that was another thing. But the whole experience, just to have everybody, like-minded people, were all there to learn, to grow. Everybody was helping each other out. It was just a really, really great overall experience. I was mad that I had to leave. I'm not even gonna lie. I wish I had done probably like 4 days, but yeah, it was dope. It was dope.
Mm-hmm. So out of the whole experience, well, give them a nugget of something that you learned while you was there. Especially something that may have been kind of different or like a big thing you was able to take home from what you learned.
Oh my gosh. Get outside and create that content. Like get outside, change your environment, create that content, let your personality come through. Don't take it too serious. Like have fun with it. I think everybody starts this and they get, they listen to what this person says, what that person says, and then you get overwhelmed, or I guess your expectation changes. But we have to remember to be ourselves and remember why we did it in the first place. A lot of us start out in this for fun. And then once the business side kicks in, or we're like, all right, this is a way that we're going to make money. We might not see the money that we want in the long run. I mean, in the beginning, we might not see the views or the likes or anything like that. And it's easy to get discouraged, but do not forget why you started this in the first place. And you have to remember your why. Remember why you're doing it. Think of, take it day by day. And I think that's what I've learned out of everything.
Mm-hmm. What was something different about everybody that you didn't expect? Whether it was me, meeting the people personalities, what's something different that you didn't expect in person that you was like, okay, this definitely a different level.
It was like I know y'all forever. Like it's so weird how you would have thought you were or something like that. Like all of y'all, Cheryl, me and Daisy kicked it after. We were walking around downtown for like an hour or so. We went out to lunch. I mean, it felt like we were old family members. So and welcoming. Like it felt like I know y'all for.
Well, you don't have that, like you don't really need no icebreaker. Like everybody, literally, like y'all know how you meet people from online and you be like, I wonder is that them? Nope. When we see each other, yep, I know exactly who that is.
So that was really dope. So everybody was real welcoming, and it made, like I said, it made me feel comfortable. It went by really, really fast. I was just telling my friend that 5 hours, I think it could have been a full 8 hours, and we would have been good. I know we were working, but it went by really, really fast.
What was your favorite piece of content that you created?
I liked ones we did together. But also, I like the ones that we shout out because it's not that I don't like going outside, but I try to get outside as much as I can. But being a stay-at-home mom and my husband's always working, when I have to take the baby, sometimes it's just a lot for me to record and to do everything at once. So it felt really refreshing to get outside by myself and do something that I love to do, which was create content without any interruption, I should say.
I got a question for Amanda. Cause listen, the other tickets is up. If you bought the Coach by Matt bundle this week, message me before you buy your ticket. You ain't coming for free, but I shake a little something for you. You get what I'm saying? Because I need you to have money to do what you need to do. I don't need you to be out here talking about, all right, coach, I'm gonna do it after I hit these 76 DoorDash spots. But hit your DoorDash spot too, but just make some content while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they may not ask. And I told them we may do this again where I have all y'all on and we talk about y'all brands, the mixture between y'all brands and the experience from that weekend. Because it's and you can testify to this too. And I'll let you say this, then we'll get out of here so I can go pick up these kids. But it's so much, even in the 2 days, y'all. Like, and even when it's a day, because all the other ones is a day, because I had to make more room for personal sessions because I'm not at home. So if y'all like, what's the difference? Well, I can just get up, go down the street when it's in Dallas. But when it's everywhere else, you gotta consider that I don't be at home. You get what I'm saying? And I ain't coming right back. When I go to Orlando, I ain't coming right back. So when I'm down there, I'm getting it all done. You know, I'm doing a person session, then we do the group. But you do and you learn so much. You leave like almost evolved. Like we was talking about that. Like, cause I be telling y'all, even I leave more motivated. Like if you or you can explain it in this. Whatever you create in coming to one of these, boost it. Like, because it's different than being here or being in front of the green machine. I can burn out on that. So I want you to speak to that of just getting in a different element, how much it just inspired you and gave you that different feeling than when you just create at home.
It's just, and I think I said this to Jazz, and I was like, now I know people. Like now it's nothing for me to be like, hey y'all, Dallas, what's up? You know what I mean? And we could just create content together or just hang out and just getting outside of my natural or my everyday element. It was just not, it helped a lot mentally because when you work at home, you're a stay-at-home mom, the business is here. I mean, you do everything, you eat, sleep, everything all day. It could be very draining. Yep. And I think that a lot of people don't recognize that. And sometimes we don't even recognize that until we're actually outside. So it was kind of like a momcation. It was, obviously for business, but like I said, that's why I came in a day early and I left a day later because I was like, no, I'm going to more days for myself. But the inspiration, even when I was talking to my husband, I said, no, I said, I'm going to gather a bunch of women together in the DMV. So if anybody's in the DMV, I said, we need to get together. And even if it's once a month, let's get a studio together. Let's get a studio together and help each other create content to inspire one another, to help each other, because this is going to not only help with our brand and our businesses, but this is going to help with our networking. Yes. It's good to have those connections. So I've even, started to plan that out in my mind on what I want to do within the next couple of months.
Telling you. Annie had a question for you. She said, what's hold on, it scrolled. She said, what has been your biggest gem when actually getting people to convert with sales? Give it in general. We'll tell y'all the specifics tonight on the selling the bundle when we know it's all us.
It's easier said than done because I think I struggled with this in the beginning. But if you're gonna tell them, for example, like what I was like, basically, I help people get paid brand deals, right? So I got to show where that's coming from. I got to show me getting those paid brand deals. I take you through the process. I talk to you about how I get them. I don't gatekeep. And sharing too much information, which I learned from people, is not a thing. You share them, you give it to them. They keep coming back, and you do that, and then they're gonna see your success. They're gonna see your growth. They're gonna be like, wait, hold on, something must be working. And that's really what happened. I just talk to people, I tell them my story, I share my journey, and I really don't hold anything back. I don't think.
And you know what shows? I tried to catch a clip of this. I know I got one somewhere, so I'm gonna have to look. And I didn't even say this to y'all when y'all was there. Y'all, you like yesterday when I told y'all that when you over here, you really around a table full of ballers, like you really around people who really work their business. Like shout out to everybody else, but I see some of the people y'all be with. Them people your fans. Or them people, okay, maybe I shouldn't have went that far. But it's different when you're around people who we really got to do this every day. Some of y'all just be wishing upon a star. I'm talking about even if you're making money, it's different. I was in the room, and at one point, almost every time we took a break, you could see Amanda on the phone. She was walking somebody through a brand deal on the phone. I turned around and Jazz was talking to somebody about a client who was booking a venue. And I was like, people need to see this. And you know, it's normal to us. But I'm like, but some of y'all, that's the space you need to get in. When we tell y'all come to the conference, when we tell y'all come to this stuff, it's because we get it. You ain't never been in a room with people who you with people who wishing they can do it. No, you got to get in the room with people who really, these folk got real business.
Mm-hmm. And they've been getting them. Shout out to She's Next community because they've been landing these deals. They have.
I'm telling y'all. Well, but okay, let me go pick up these kids. But we're gonna see if we might do something Thursday night to highlight y'all. And I may consistently do that the Thursdays after the conference. Let y'all get back home, breathe a little bit, work a little bit, and Thursday nights we come on and I let y'all do more of the talking and sharing the testimonies and sharing y'all brand. And I keep telling them, and I'm gonna let you say that too before we get off, because I'm gonna keep telling them, y'all, sometimes this all you need. And I was even reminded of that. Cause Cheryl, y'all, Amanda, tell them how cold Cheryl is.
She was getting it. I don't know what Miss Cheryl was talking about. Miss Cheryl got up there like
we I was telling them, we on there looking at Cheryl like, hey, yo, we was not this good on the first day. We know what you talking
about. I don't do that. I said, well, I don't know, could have fooled me.
Because I ain't had to tell you start a video over nothing. I was telling them, I was giving Cheryl hooks, and Cheryl was just boom hitting them, and then look at me like, what's next? All right,
yep. Because that like fourth or fifth video, I was away from me.
Listen, because sometimes you run out of gas, you need a little break. You need a little break, man. Because shoot, that doggone Cheryl had all her beat because shoot, she was going. I had even ran out. I said, yeah, I need to get out the sunlight. Shoot. We could have gave Cheryl 30 more hooks. Still got to go back and watch the video because I did not see them folks fighting. Yeah, so we were really outside. Folk walk across the train track, almost getting hit by a train. Police yelling at people.
It wasn't an experience, y'all. It wasn't an experience. Wait for the next one. Maybe we should do it a couple more days. Maybe like 4 days.
I told them we working on something. Y'all just stay tuned. Atlanta might be that one. So listen, don't mess up your credit because you might need it. Listen, because if I gotta be away from home a couple days now, but I trust in y'all and I trust in American Express too, you know. Between y'all, American Express and Credit Bay, we need to be at that level anyway. Shoot, you them other folk money, but y'all stay tuned because Atlanta might be that first one where I tell y'all, hey, we gonna be there for a week. But listen, y'all, Coach by Matt Bundle, that's where you start at. These event tickets are up. But also, everybody comes to the conference. I don't care what you get. I told y'all, you don't come to the conference and you don't have a doctor's note. I treat you like a redhead stepchild after July. So, you know, just make sure you understand that. But all right, y'all. Class tonight, 7 p.m. CST. Dean, make sure you message me. Naomi, I already got your time for your one-on-one. Dean, we're gonna set up one for tomorrow. So Dean's time is done. When and where is the conference? Conference is July 10th through the 13th. Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas. Tickets are $75. I left them $75 for y'all. They $75. And I got vending tables. I got vending slots and I got sponsorship slots. So I gotta do more advertising on that, but it's coming. She said, I'm cleaning my credit score right now. I'm telling you. So I'll be in Canada that day. So you got your doctor excuse. You got your doctor excuse. So you good, then. But then we're gonna work it out because we're gonna be down there at your spot in Turks and Caicos. Shoot, I'm gonna have Dean put something together. We're gonna go down there. What y'all talking about? You said you need a vending spot? Message me. I got them. Listen, and you get 3 days. And I done linked up with the radio in Houston, y'all. Y'all better come on. Because you know the radio, listen, the radio for the college down there at that, not Houston University, but Prairie A&M, man, I'm finna pack that building out. Shoot. We finna pack that bad boy out. But all right, y'all. Later. Thank you, Amanda. Beat life, y'all. Don't let life beat you. Y'all have a good play. Already. People be cutting y'all flat. Y'all don't talk with me. You know how they do. He stopped me. I'm gonna make some tacos. When I get back, I gotta stop and get some chicken. So I'm giving them more than enough. Uh, that chicken and rice that I like, that cheesy chicken and rice, cheesy chicken, broccoli and rice.